Hi, I'm Kathie Topel, and this is Impactful Insights. And today we're going to talk about the 4 quadrants of innovation that I use when working with organizations when they're trying to take innovation and drive it into the DNA of their culture. So it's so important when you get started to really think about how you can bring these topics across to everyone in your organization on innovation and make them understand what they need to do, because so frequently what we start with is let's have an ideas program and get everybody to bring their ideas forward, and we'll have a lot of great ideas to pick from. But what they don't think about is the number one thing that's the block for idea creativity is the fact that people are at fear of bringing a bad idea forward. So what we need to do is create a context or model that you can use with them so they feel comfortable and understanding what types of ideas and how to create those ideas. So let's get started. What I like to do is, just like with a lot of things, just create a simple 4 quadrant picture so that you can understand the differences between the different types of innovation. So here we have on the vertical axis the products. So down here we've got our existing products, those for which you already have some on the market and your customers know you for. Moving up here are new products that you would be creating that the customers are not aware of or have never used before. And across the bottom, what we have existing customers starting out the horizontal axis. Those are ones that you already have trust built with. They've been your customer potentially for years. They know you, they understand how you work, and they feel comfortable with the partnership or relationship you have. As you move out further on the horizontal axis, what you find is the new customers. These new customers are those that obviously haven't worked with you before, so you don't have that trust built. So in order to get their attention, it takes a lot more time, effort, and money to get in front of them. So what happens is that when you ask individuals to have ideas, what's the first thing that they think of? I need a brand new product idea that can go to a whole bunch of new customers. So this is really where that idea comes into play, where everyone is thinking they have to go. But that's what we like to refer to as the light bulb idea. And when you think about a light bulb idea, those are the ones that are the most costly, usually take R&D, and there's the largest and highest amount of risk that are encountered in those. So again, for those individuals just starting out with bringing ideas forward, and if this is the perception that they have in their mind of where you want them to go, it becomes very, very intimidating. So what I like to talk to individuals about when they're starting out is start in quadrant, what I like to call quadrant 1 here. Right down here, represents the products that you're probably already creating for your customers and they know you for, and that's how you've built their trust. And you start to work toward new products that may go to new customers. This is more your net change. If you may be in the software business, that's where there's a new feature or function that might be going into the product. It might be a different color in some of them. It might just have 1 or 2 different types of features that are new. This is a much more comfortable area for new people bringing ideas forward to really talk to them about the fact of how they can think through innovation and come up with great ideas. This is also the least amount of money expended with the lowest amount of risk. So if you get started in this quadrant 1 with individuals, then they start to build a comfort level. Then what I look to do is start talking to them about how do you find new products and new product sets and think about them to the same customers. So if everyone knows and understands what the customers value, then they can think of and differentiate the company by coming up with ideas that the customers might not have even thought about themselves. That's when you really get the differentiation that you hear about in a lot of the publications in today's industry. So that's the next step that I usually work with individuals on so that they build the next level of comfort. And then moving on to looking at a brand new customer set and taking your existing products to new customer set. Attracting new customers, building that trust, getting into a new market is a very higher cost a lot of times than to bring new products to the current existing customers. So this is the next quadrant you would go into. So what you want to do, to just give a couple of examples, is to make people start to think about what new products they could have. So if you're known in the auto industry for bringing, let's just say, windshield wipers to manufacturers in the auto industry, and you now have come up with a new idea that has something that it is more in the electronics component section of a vehicle. Well, you can introduce it to those individuals, and since they know and understand and believe in you and have trust in you, they'll try those new products from you before potentially another customer with the same product set. And then when you take an existing product and you move it across to the new customer, sometimes just a simple tweak to a product. Just recently experienced with a very young mother that they now have come out, I guess a couple of years ago, they came out with a formula maker. So if you look at the product, what it really is the coffee maker of the past with basically a couple of modifications, and now that's entering a completely new market set of new mothers and attracting a completely different type of customer that you have here, but it's basically the same product that the customer was creating or that you were creating previously. So just with some tweaks, you can come up with some of those new products. So it's real exciting to use this for quadrants so that you, as the leader of your organization, when trying to drive that innovation into the DNA, you can start to describe to them what types of innovation you're open for, what types of things you're trying to get out of the innovation that you're doing, and the comfort level will build, and so will the values of your ideas. So hopefully you've picked up a tip or two here that you can use and bring to your organization and take action. Thanks so much, and look forward to the next time we talk with you on Impact Insights.